frostbite. With the wind!
Let's light it up!
Dodge this! Wind blade! Freeze! Burning this!
I'm going in!
Cool! Don't push your luck. This moment will be frozen in time. Disappear!
Let's light it up!
What's the hurry?
Let's light it up!
Dodge this. Cool it. This moment will be frozen in time. Freeze.
The more, the merrier. Let me amuse myself a little.
Dodge this!
Look at me. Just...
Freeze! Oh, so sorry. Wind blade! Disappear! Dodge this!
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Cool it! Dodge this!
There you are, dropper.
Adventure
The more, the merrier.
Freeze! Don't get frostbite!
Let me amuse myself a little.
Ad Astra. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Ad Astra.
Drinks at the... Oh, hey, it's you, traveler. Judging from your expression, seems like you really don't know the place. Boy, have you been missing. The Cat's Tail is renowned for its incredible... And just time simply starts slipping away. But... Well, it should be a piece of cake for her to... Oh, and not to mention... Anyway, if you want to check out the Cat's Tail for yourself, the entrance is just around... I'm gonna... go over there.
All out of ingredients. Again. Ugh! I really don't understand why these adults love to drink so...
Because all the drinks you make are so delicious. All it takes...
And I thought self-control...
Well, it just so happens that self-control...
All that means is that they're nothing but a... Hey! Who you calling kitty?
Oh, hello there. Are you here to visit the Cat's Tail? Here for the kitties, huh? I suppose we do have a lot of cute cats. They're all quite friendly. In fact, many other customers are here for the same reason. After all, there aren't many places in Mondstadt where you can just relax and interact with...
I've never seen such a bunch of... What kind of reason is that? So long as they're...
Well, judging from the customers, that seems to be the case. See? This traveler is here for the cats as well. However, you've come at a most unfortunate time. If you're willing to wait, Diona here should be able to bring them back shortly.
Huh? When did I agree to go fetch them?
Consider it a task straight from Tavern
They're probably just...
Is that so? Oh, and didn't you say that you're here to see the kitties? Maybe after interacting with them for a bit, the 3 cats that snuck out are Roger, Nelson, and Paisley. Diona, you usually take care of them.
Ugh, them again. And they even dared to sneak...
Come on, not every kitty can be as reliable.
I am not a cat! Whatever. So all we have to do is bring them back...
I'll leave you to it. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on things here at the tavern. Once you...
Their tracks end... don't worry. Those cats are... Let's pay a visit to Marjorie with Wind Comes Glory. Maybe he snuck out because he didn't have anything... I only know these things because... Come on. Let's head over to Marjorie's...
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye. Oh, hello, Diona. You must be here...
Much appreciated. Margaret...
No problem. So, that cat named Roger, is he...
That's right. He's almost...
Wonderful.
Oh, I see. Well...
I gotta say, you're off...
Well, that's just because Roger tends to get... He usually just lounges on the cabinets when no... You really think so? Well, I'm not interested in figuring out what those... Let's head over to Sarah at Good Hunter. He's the one that always...
Welcome to Good Hunter. Oh, hey, Diona. How can I help you?
Hello, Sarah. I'd like some more of that cat food I bought last time.
Oh, is my favorite kitty Nelson hungry again? Hold on one moment. I'll have the kitchen prepare it for you. All right, here's the cat food. But please, if you can bring Nelson with you next time, everyone wants to pet him.
Sure, I'll see. Nelson's not usually very fond of people, but as soon as and once he starts eating, but the amount of food isn't too... All right, we have all we need for now. Let's go find Roger and Nelson. Roger always likes to sit in high places. Do you know how to get on top of the buildings here? If not, you can just wait down here and I'll take care of it. Really? You don't look like much of a climber, but if you say so. Let's go up and look for Roger together. Wait, see that cat there? That's Roger. Oh, he really picked a high place to sit this time. But don't get too close. If we startle him... Okay. Remember all the things we prepared? Now is the time to make use of them. So, do you remember what would be better for attracting cat food? Are you sure? Like I said, Roger would probably prefer the cat toy. So you do remember. Well, hurry up and take out the cat toy then. Wow! He let his guard down almost... Oh, that little rascal. He always looks... No wonder the customers... Yeah, that's the problem. Who cares about specialty drinks when you have these... If you ask me, the tavern doesn't need any more new drinks to attract customers. Just get more cats and people will... All right, let's bring along Roger and go find Nelson. Now, Nelson likes places that are warm. In fact, the last time I went looking for him, I found him in the bush next to the blacksmith. So, let's go look for him there.
Take your pick. You'll find no...
Yep. I knew we'd find Nelson here. Anyway, let's take out the things we've prepared. That's right. Nelson loves eating this stuff. The cat food will definitely make him... Don't the customers at the tavern... Oh, and there you go. Are you just pretending to be hungry? What a... Take a hint? From him? Ha! Go ahead. All right, let's go find Paisley. He used to always sneak out to go to the cathedral before. So, let's start there. Nope, he doesn't like either of the things that Roger and Nelson like. I'll tell you more when we get there. Aha! Just where I thought I'd find you. They don't need to do anything. Paisley, to sum it up. Even back at the tavern, he hardly ever interacts with any customers. But enough about Paisley. Wait. You want to pick him up? I'm telling you, Paisley... See? No response at all. Listen, Paisley. Just be good and stick... Oh, good kitty. Hey, why are you looking at me like that, huh? For some reason, many customers actually like his personality. Once Paisley... If only we got a few more cats at the cat's tail, then I wouldn't need to spend all... Well, of course! If it weren't for the money my drinks bring in, how would we pay for their toys? You know what? Just bring the cats back to the... I have to hurry back. I convinced the tavern to hire a few more cats. Cocktails.
Oh, it's you! Didn't think I'd be running into you here. How are your adventures, and where are you going after this? Bet you've got a really exciting adventure lined up, huh? The name's Oh, I was just so excited to run into someone I had... Of course! If I'm being honest. Yeah. Words, it might look like you're just handling them. Anyway, me on the other... never mind. Speaking of... when you go if you brought me... I don't want to get you... Really? You mean... Wow. Ah, by the way, according to based on how the guild normally, after all, but since you'll be joining me this time, it'll be of course! Oh, what are we waiting? Feels pretty ordinary here. I was expecting, could it be that because I, for one, am getting... This room setup seems to be somewhat tricky. The things that stand out are the two mechanisms in front of us. One on the left, and one on the right. But it seems like there's some sort of danger lurking around the mechanisms. If my years of adventure experience are anything to go by, It would be a disaster if we activated the wrong mechanism. How about letting me try it out first? Leave it to me. But as you know, I really don't have any luck. So, I'll leave it to you to decide which of these two mechanisms we should trigger. Actually, I was thinking of the one on the left, so maybe that means that the one on the right must be the... What was that noise? Oh no! It looks like all the exits are blocked! This... It's you! Didn't think I'd be running into you here. I guess it's my lucky day. How are your adventures going lately? And where are you going after this? Bet you've got a really exciting adventure lined up, huh? Oh, I'm talking to... I was just so excited to run into someone I admire so much. And, of course! You're the... If I'm being honest, yeah. Word's been spreading in it. It might look like you're just handling a bunch of Anyway, Me on the other hand... never mind. I shouldn't get all down in the dumps. Speaking of which, when you go adventuring later, can I come and watch? Maybe you don't know. If you brought me along on an adventure, I don't want to get you into any trouble. So, just... Really? You mean... Wow. Don't be so modest. I've heard... By the way, since we've got this rare chance to work... According to my friend Fischl in the guild, a mysterious and dangerous ruin has recently been discovered. Based on how the guild ranks the difficulty of its commission, normally, I wouldn't feel confident about taking on... After all, with my poor luck, it's safe, but since you'll be joining me this time, it'll be a piece of cake, right? There's no way the guild would issue an illegal... By the... That seems I really can... In that case, as per your tradition, Oh yeah! I actually invented a pretty nice dip. I can't say it's super tasty, but I think it'd be perfect for an adventure. So, how about I show you how to make it? Cool! I really missed the ingredients needed for... You got that, right? You got them all? That's fantastic! Now that we've got our ingredients, allow me to handle the cook. It's done. I forgot the exact order you're supposed to add the... I'll pack it up and leave it with you until we get to the ruins. Huh? It's just an ordinary dish. Well, now that the food is...
15, 16... That's a nice haul.
It's been getting quite busy.
It feels pretty ordinary here. I was expecting some kind of sense of impending doom. Could it be that because you're here with me, I'm feeling more at ease? Huh. It looks like the door in the front is closed and only the door behind us is open. That mechanism must be for opening the next door, right? Right. Well, we're on the same page at least. I'll go try to operate it. Just as I expected. So it is. A true adventurer can't just barge on forward. It's also important to make sure there is a way back. That's what my dads always say. Let me try the mechanism one more time. It seems to be jammed. This is not good. It seems that we can't get back the way we came. But don't let it get you down. This kind of thing happens all the time. We just have to believe that there's always a way.
What the? What's going on?
Hey, did you hear that? Sounded like it came from the door up ahead of us. Could there be other people? Let's go check it out. Over there! Another adventurer by the looks of it. Hello, fellow adventurer. We, like you...
Bennett?
Royce? It's you!
Oh, no. Oh, please. Oh, no, no, no.
I'm so happy to see you again. How are you doing? I've been thinking about you and the other guild members a lot recently.
This is the worst. Why did I have to run into you?
Oh.
It took me forever to get this door open. Finally, I was about to advance further in and...
I guess that's because I activated the mechanism just now.
I knew it. I knew it! Of course it was you. I knew it as soon as I saw you. As long as you are around, no adventurer can ever be a smooth... Who are you? And what the heck were you thinking, teaming up with Bennett?
Hey, don't fight, don't fight! Let me introduce Royce, a former member of Benny's adventure team and an old...
Friend? I didn't even tell you I was leaving the team, and you still think of me as... Never mind. I'm a little on edge because what just happened. I'm sorry.
Well, it was my fault.
You think? I left because at that time, I really couldn't stand it a second longer. My adventures always used to go off without a hitch. But after joining your adventure team, I was tripping and falling one day, getting struck by lightning the next. Oh, I just couldn't dismiss it as mere coincidence anymore. The last straw was when my left leg got hit by that random explosion that came out of nowhere. After that, I couldn't stand it anymore, both literally and figuratively. So I left and went back. Only afterward did I start hearing the horror stories about Benny's adventure team. I didn't think about it much at the time. I was just focused on my own survival, but there was no other way.
All right. It's all in the past now. Talking about all the bad things that happened will only make you more upset, right? Royce, I still want to say sorry for all the trouble I caused.
Oh. No need to apologize to me. I've made my fair share of mistakes too.
Oh, yeah. There's one more thing I need to tell you. The door we came through on the way in also got closed, and I don't think we can get it open again. So we're probably trapped here now. What a pain in the butt.
Bennett! Everything always goes wrong when I'm with you!
Oh, well, there's no...
What am I gonna do? I've used up all my supplies already! This is it. This is how I go, isn't it? here today, and all because of Bennett.
Well, I don't know what I could do to apologize. If you don't mind, maybe we can share some of our supplies with you. But of course, I'll have to check with my partner first. So...
All right. I am quite hungry. I suppose I shall accept your kind offer. Is this the supplies you were talking about? Why do I have the feeling that this dish is a bit...
It's fine, honestly. It's been with my partner all along, so it shouldn't be tainted with my bad luck.
If that's true, then... Okay. Anyway, this is not a time to nitpick. Then, I guess I'll just have a... Tastes a little... Huh. What a strange texture. Ugh. Bennett.
Hey, what's wrong? Royce! It's you! How are your adventures? And where are you going after this? The name's Bennett. Oh, I was just so excited to run into someone. Of course! If I'm being honest, yeah. It might look like you're just handling them. Anyway, me on the other hand, never mind. Speaking of what, when you go if you brought me, I don't want to get you... Really? You mean, wow. Ah, by the way, according to my friend, based on how the guild normally, after all, but since you'll be joining me, there's no way the guild... Seems I really can't in that case. Oh yeah, I can't say it's super tasty, but I think... Oh, wait till you... I'm really sorry. The ingredients... You got that, right? You got them all? Now that we've got our ingredients... It's done. I forgot the eggs. I'll pack it up and leave it with you until we get to the... Huh? It feels pretty ordinary here. Could it be that big? That mechanism must be for opening the next door, right? Right. Well, I'll go try to just as I let me try. This is not good, but don't let this kind of thing happen.
What the?
Hey, it sounded like it came. Let's go check. Another adventurer by the looks of it. Hello, fellow adventurer.
Bennett?
Uh,
Oh no,
I'm so happy to.
this is the worst.
Oh.
It took me forever. I knew it. As long as you are around, no adventure. Who are you?
Hey, don't let me introduce.
Friend?
Well,
You think? But after joining your, I just couldn't dismiss the last straw. Only afterward did I start hearing the horror stories about. You're right.
all right, all right.
Oh. No need to apologize.
Oh, yeah. There's one more. So we're probably trapped.
Bennett! Everything.
Oh, well,
What am I gonna? This is it. This is how I.
well, but of course. But it was because of my bad luck, though. So, you mean... you do have a point. It's just, I've been used to thinking,
Nobody cares about your unless we're finding the exit together. Count with Bennett around. I'm sure any exit I find will only be blocked.
well... Then take care, Royce.
You take care too.
Oh, that was so dangerous. Can't believe it. It's a trap. Nope, no luck here. Aw, what awful luck. I've checked every single nook and cranny in this place. Oh, still not a clue. Is there really no way out of here apart from that broken mechanism? Well, guess our only hope now. The Adventurers Guild might notice our disappearance and sense. Then again, that depends on how lucky. Oh, I hate feeling helpless. Sitting here. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's double check our supplies. Our priority right now is figuring out how long we can hold out. Take out the dish I packed. It looks kind of strange. Is there really? This is bad. I should have thought this. Hey, wait a minute. Maybe we can find another use for it. Long story short, I once got injured when I was in the severely but turns out that's not how it went. Instead, after I lost consciousness, it was as if my bad luck just stopped affecting me. He took me, and another time, I got knocked out in a field during a thunderstorm. But then I went the whole night. I wonder if my bad luck is related to whether I'm awake. Not really a sacrifice. I was just thinking, maybe if I eat this strange dish, it's possible that I'll lose consciousness. Once my bad luck is gone, surely help will be here soon. It's okay. It's better than dragging you and Royce down with me. You made a great point earlier when you said that I should take better care of myself. But right now, this is a life or death situation. Here goes. it's you! Didn't think I'd be running into you here. I guess it's my lucky day. How are your adventures going lately? Did you come here to get a new commission from Catherine, or to get paid? And where are you going after this? Bet you've got a real. I was just so excited to run into someone I. Of course! If I'm being honest, yeah. It might look like you're just handling a bunch of. Anyway, me on the other hand. Never mind. Speaking of which, when you go if you brought me I don't want to get. Really? I didn't mishear you, did I? You mean. Wow. By the way, since we've got this rare chance to work together, let me share some recent intel with you. According to my friend Fischl in the guild, a mysterious based on how the guild normally, after all. But since you'll be joining me this, of course. Seems I really can't. In that case, oh yeah, I can't say it's super tasty, but cool. The ingredients need it. You got that right? You got them all?
15, 16. That's a nice haul.
It's been getting quite busy recently.
Now that we've got our ingredients, allow me to handle the cooking. It's done. I forgot the egg. I'll pack it up and leave it with you until we get to the ruins. I think so? It feels pretty ordinary here. I was expecting some kind of sense of impending doom. Could it be that because you're here with me, I'm feeling more at ease? Huh. It looks like the door... That mechanism must be for opening the next door, right? Right. Well, I'll go try to just as I... Let me try the It seems to be jammed. I think so. But don't let it get... This kind of thing happens all the time. We just have to believe that there's always a way out.
What the? What's going?
Hey, sounded like it came from the door up. Let's go check. Over there! Another adventurer by the looks of it. Hello, fellow adventurer.
Bennett? Oh no.
I'm so happy to...
This is the worst.
Oh.
It took me forever. I knew it. As long as you are around, no. Who are you?
Hey, don't... Let me introduce...
Friend?
Well...
You think? But after joining your... I just couldn't dismiss it. The last straw was... Only afterward did I start hearing the horror. You're right.
All right.
Oh.
Oh. So...
Bennett!
Oh.
What if this is it? This...
Well...
Is this the...
It's fine.
If that's true, then... Bennett!
Hey! What? feels pretty ordinary here. I was expecting some kind of sense of impending doom. Could it be that because you're here with me, I'm feeling more at ease? I, for one, am getting a strong sense of treasure in the area. This room setup seems to be somewhat tricky. The things that stand out are the two mechanisms in front of us, one on the left and one on the right. But it seems like there's some sort of danger lurking around the mechanisms. If my years of adventure experience are anything to go by, it would be a disaster. How about letting me try it out first? I could try it out, but what do you think we should do? Let's do it your way. Well, that's a let's try it then. I'll take the right side, you take the left. Go stand by the mechanism, and when we're both ready, let's trigger them. Cool! The door is open! We got it right! Good thing we went with your idea. Huh, you definitely live up to your reputation. And I haven't had this feeling of working together with friends in ages. I've really missed it. Anyway, let's move on. Oh, so this room has 4 mechanisms. That's what I'm thinking, based on the last room. I think we're gonna need 4 people to trigger all the mechanisms at the same time. Ah, if only the rest of Benny's adventure team were— I hate to admit it, but the truth is, it's gone. It remains in name alone. The only reason Catherine hasn't deregistered Benny's adventure team is because she took pity on me. In fact, the number of adventurers on the team has been below the registration requirements for a long time already. Yeah. Royce, Heckler, and Jack were all members of Benny's adventure team. A lot of things went down, but it mostly ended because of my bad luck. I completely understand why they quit the team. I'd never want to put them in danger on my account. Yeah, I felt really let down, even though I'm the only one left on Benny's adventure team. One day, I'm gonna make sure its name is known all over Tibet. Thank you. Let's focus on the problem at hand. Sorry. The thought of the adventure team got me all sentimental. Now that I think about it more carefully, maybe we're making too many assumptions about the solution to these mechanisms. Exactly. Okay, I'll take a quick look at these mechanisms while you look around for any other clues.
There doesn't seem to be anything here. So dusty. Paimon bets no one has been here in a long time. Hey, that looks like a notebook. Let's grab it and check it out with Bennett, shall we?
An adventurer's notebook? What's it doing here? Maybe it's got some clues on how to crack these mechanisms. Whoa, it really does have some information about them. It seems that the writer is holding something back. Well, since they place their hopes on future adventurers, we can't let them down. The notes say that the mechanism at the entrance needs to be controlled by someone continuously. But if the mechanisms are activated in the wrong sequence, the person in charge of the mechanism at the entrance will... Yeah, I guess that's what the notes are referring to when they say, Eric can't hold on anymore. Anyway, I'll take that role. It's okay, it's okay. Getting injured is just part of my daily routine. I'm pretty used to it by now. At the very least, I should be able to last longer than this Eric guy. And more importantly, I trust you. You can definitely crack this mechanism puzzle, right? I mean, come on! You're the great adventurer that I've always admired. Alright, alright. Let's just focus on solving these mechanisms. Remember what the notes say. The number of torches is not the hint for the activation sequence. Perhaps the sequence is related to the position of the... Well, don't put too much pressure on yourself just because you're afraid I'll get hurt. Just go with your gut and do it. It's okay. It's okay. If this is as bad as it gets, I can handle it. You solved it? Oh, I didn't really do anything. Let's go and open the chest, shall we? I can't wait. Wow, that was quite a haul. This must be the proudest moment for any adventurer. Not only getting the chest, but having this golden opportunity to join you on an adventure. For me, that's a pretty major treasure. Really? Then I'm honored. But there's one other thing that I find the most amazing of all. The fact that nothing really bad happened to us this whole adventure. This is the first time in my whole adventure career that it's ever turned out this way. That sounds very deep. But I think I get what you're saying. You're saying that no matter how unlucky I might be, there'll always be times when luck is on my side. Yeah, this is a really big thing for me. And you know, I have a feeling that it was your kindness and goodwill towards me that helped me avoid a lot of bad luck. Even it's a bit embarrassing to say that out loud, but all in all, thank you for everything. I hope I get to go on another adventure with you soon.
Freeze!
With the wind!
Adventure time. Off we go. Adventure time.